Welcome. The topic we'll be discussing in this lecture is localization and calling. One of the fundamental feature of GSM system is the automatic worldwide localization of users. Localization means identification of users. That is, the GSM system should be able to locate the users where they are. So the system always have a means to identify the current user location. Okay, the system ensures that it always knows where a user is currently and whether the user is having a valid phone number or not. Okay. So to provide this, the GSM performs periodic location updates even if the user does not use the mobile station. GSM performs periodic location updates even if the user does not use the mobile station. Okay. It means that at least the user should be uh, logged in into the GSM network and is not completely switched off. Okay, so if he is just logged in, that is enough. GSM will keep monitoring his location at periodic intervals. Okay, because the network should know where the user is so that the user can be connected. Okay, the HL or home location register always contains the information about the current location of the user. HLR will always have the information about the current location of the user. Similarly, the VLR, which is currently responsible for the particular mobile station, will inform the HLR about the location changes. Whenever a mobile user moves from one location to another location, in the new location's VLR, he will register. And that VLR will update that information to the HLR of that particular mobile station. Okay. So, so this is how the data is available in the HLR. Okay. As soon as the mobile phone moves into the range of a new VLR, the HLR sends all user data needed to the new VLR. And also, whenever a mobile station moves from one location to another location, and when it comes to a new VLR, the HLR will send all the user data needed to the new VLR. Okay. So, so this is how roaming is defined. Roaming is defined as changing the VLR with uninterrupted availability of all services. That is called as roaming. Changing the VLR means the mobile station is moving from one VLR to another VLR, but in spite of that, the mobile station is enjoying all the services without any interrupt. So that is called as roaming. Okay. So roaming can take place within the network or outside the network or within the country or outside the country. Okay. But for but for commercial reasons, roaming network is generally uh, not available because each service providers are they are basically they are competing with each other. Okay. To locate an MS and to address an mobile station, to locate and to address a mobile station, there are several numbers available. So we will discuss the important numbers. So the first number that is very important is MSISDN. It stands for Mobile Station International ISDN number. So this is the only important number for the GSM mobile phone user. So this is basically our mobile number. This is basically the mobile number. Okay. So the mobile number is not associated with the device, but it is associated with the SIM. Okay. And this MSISDN, it follows ITU-T standard E.64. Okay. So this number consists of country code. This number consists of country code. Normally it is a two-digit number. For example, 91 for India, okay, 49 for Germany, Okay, and then it has something called as National Destination Code (NDC), which is which is generally a three-digit number. So it represents the address of the network provider. It, it represents the address of the network provider. So here 179 is the address of the network provider. Maybe 179, maybe in India means that first three digits may refer to some particular provider like Airtel or BSNL, whatever it may be. Okay. And the remaining digits represents the subscriber number. The remaining 7 digits represent the subscriber number. So this is about the MSISDN number, mobile station international ISDN number. The next thing, the next type of number that we have is IMSI. IMSI, it stands for International Mobile Subscriber Identity. Stands for International Mobile Subscriber Identity. So this is used to uniquely identify the subscriber, the mobile user. Okay. So this includes mobile country code MCC and mobile network code MNC. And finally, it also includes MSIN, which is mobile subscriber identity number. It also includes MSIN, mobile subscriber identity number. Okay. So this is the second type of number that GSM needs. And the next number is TMSI. TMSI stands for Temporary Mobile Subscriber Identity. Already we have discussed in the air interface, the mobile will not be identified with IMSI. Rather, it will be identified with TMSI so that somebody cannot tap. Okay. To hide the IMSI, which would give away the exact identity of the user signaling over the air interface, GSM uses this 4-byte TMSI for local subscriber identification. Okay. So basically, this is used to hide the identification of the user, and this is a 4-byte number. Okay. TMSI is selected by the current VLR. It is selected by the VLR and is only valid temporarily within the location area of the VLR. Okay, it is available only within that particular location area of the VLR. Okay. Additionally, the VLR may also change the TMSI periodically. So the TMSI will not be, first of all, it is only within that VLR, and within the VLR also it won't be constant. It keeps changing. Okay, so that somebody plays it. The next number that we have is MSRN, which stands for Mobile Station Roaming Number. MSRN stands for Mobile Station Roaming Number. Okay. So this is also a temporary address that hides the identity and the location of a subscriber in MSRN. Okay, this is this is also an temporary number which hides the identity and location of the subscriber. Okay, this number is called as MSRN. The VLR generates this number whenever there is a request from MSC. This number will be generated by VLR, but it will be generated only when MSC requires this. Okay, and this address is also stored in HLR. This address will be stored in HLR also. Okay. MSRN, it includes visitor country code, the visitor national destination code, which is called as VNDC. It includes visitor country code and visitor national destination code. The identification of the current MSC together with the subscriber number. It also includes the identification of the current MSC together with the subscriber number. That is also part of the MSRN. So this is about the various numbers that are used by GSM. Okay. So next let us see how GSM establishes a call. Okay. So all these numbers are needed to find a subscriber and to maintain the connection. Okay. All these numbers are to find the uh, subscriber and to connect a call with them. Okay. So let us see there are two things we are going to discuss. One is called as mobile terminating call. One is called as mobile terminated call, and the other one is called as mobile oriented call. So we will be discussing two types of call. One is mobile terminated call, the other one is mobile oriented call. Mobile terminated call in the sense the call will be the receiver will be a mobile station. Okay, the one who makes a call can be from a mobile station or it can be from a fixed network. Okay, so that is what is called as mobile terminating call or mobile terminated call. Whereas in mobile oriented call, the call will be originated from a mobile station. Okay, and the call maybe the destination may be either a mobile station or a fixed network. Okay, I think it's clear. In mobile terminating call, the caller can be a mobile station or from a fixed network, but the terminating call at the end point, who is going to receive the call, that is a mobile station. Okay, whereas in a mobile oriented call, a mobile is going to make a call, mobile station is going to make a call, and the receiver will be either a mobile station or a user from the fixed network. Okay, so let us see first mobile terminating call, how it works. So basically this diagram shows clearly how the mobile terminating call works. So let us try to understand this. See, see here, here the end point is the mobile. The call can be originated from either from a mobile station or from a fixed network. So here we are assuming the call is getting originated from a fixed network, PSTN, public switched telephone network. So a user who is using a fixed network is requesting the PSTN to establish a call with the so and so mobile number he is giving. Okay. Then the PSTN in turn communicates with the GMSC. Okay, GMSC, which is gateway MSC. So it communicates with the GMSC to identify the particular user corresponding to that particular number. Okay, because we need to locate the user. Where is the user? Whether he is in the current location or somewhere else, that we should know. Okay, so GMSC, what it checks, so in first step the call is a request was sent to PSTN. In the second step, PSTN is requesting uh, is requesting GMSC to identify the particular user. Okay, PSTN is GMSC to identify the particular user. Okay, now GMSC, it checks the HLR. It checks the HLR. So GMSC, what it does, it checks the HLR, whether it plays a request to the HLR to know the identity of that particular user. Okay, but we don't know whether the user is in the same location or in some other location. If the user is in some other location, then HLR will place a request to the VLR to know the identity of that particular user. Okay, that is step 4. And then VLR responds to HLR through step 5. And then HLR responds to GMSC through step 6. So step 3, GMSC requests HLR to find the user identity. And then in step 4, HLR requests VLR to find the user identity. And in step 5, VLR provides the user identity to HLR. Okay, and in step 6, HLR provides that information to GMSC. Okay, so now GMSC knows, with this information, GMSC know that user is connected with which MSC. Okay, So with all this location information, now GMSC will identify that particular destination mobile station comes under which MSC. So GMSC connects with that MSC. It plays a request to that MSC to establish a call with that particular mobile station. Okay. Now the mobile station will in turn place the request to all its now the MSC, not mobile station, now the MSC. So GMSC plays a request to GMSC. GMSC plays a request to MSC to connect with the mobile station. Okay. Now the MSC uh, will 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 place a request to all its BSS through step 10. Now MSC will place a request to all its BSS to step 10. Okay. And all the BSS will in turn communicate with their respective mobile stations. But the destination will be one such station. Maybe it is here. Okay. So this information now reaches the mobile station. Okay. So now the mobile station, it is reaching mobile station through step 11, and mobile station will acknowledge that or accept that connection through step 12. Mobile station will accept or acknowledge it through step 12. Okay. And again that acknowledged or accepting connection that will be sent from BSC to the respective MSC through step 13. Okay. And now MSC performs other security related checks. Okay. Like authentication, all these things MSC will perform with the help of VLR through step 14 and 15. Okay. So and then once their security check was done, once the security check was done, then MSC will respond to BSS, and finally BSS will respond to MS, and now the connection is established. Now the connection is established. Okay. So this is how uh, calling, localization and calling is done in a mobile terminated call. That is, the call is originated from a mobile device or from a fixed network, but the call is terminated in a mobile device, right? So this is how mobile terminating call works. The next thing that we'll be discussing is mobile originated call. Mobile originated call. If the mobile station is making the call, okay, then how the things will be? Then actually it is easy. It is much easier, or it is much simpler than mobile terminating call. Okay. So here the origin is the mobile station. Mobile station is starting the call. So mobile station is placing a request to BSS to make a call, to establish a call with so and so. That so and so can be either from a mobile station or from a fixed network. Okay. And BSN in turn places the request to MSC through step 2. And MSC checks the identity of the destination through VLR by placing a request to VLR by step 3. And VLR responds in step 4. Now MSC knows where the mobile is available, whether it is a mobile phone, where the destination is, whether the destination is a mobile device or a fixed network. Okay. Here we are assuming it as a fixed network. So again MSC places a request to GMSC, and then GMSC connects with the actual public switched telephone network, and then the connection will be established, and that will be communicated back to GMSC to step 7, and again to MSC through step 8. Okay. and then to BSS and then MS. So then the call setup was done. Okay. So this is how localization and calling works in MOC, that is mobile oriented call. Okay. Fine. So next let us discuss how some important communication happens between MSC and MS and BTS uh, for establishing a connection, and then communicate. Okay, so let us see the case for MTC first, mobile terminating call, and then let us see the case for MOC. First we will see the case for MTC and then we will see the case for MOC. Okay, first let us discuss the case for MTC, that is mobile terminating call. That is the destination or the receiver is a mobile device. The one who makes the call may be originated either from a mobile station or from a fixed network. Okay. So first there is a paging request from BTS to MS. So what is this? See, if you see this diagram, at one point BS is sending this type of signal. So this is nothing but paging. This is here you can see. So this is paging. So this waves kind of thing is given, no. So this is nothing but paging. Okay. So as a part of BSS there will be BTS. So that will be actually sending the paging information. So paging is to locate the mobile station. Okay. Because if the mobile station is not used, then it will get into sleep mode to save the battery. Okay. Then to identify the device, this paging information is required so that the device can be identified. Okay. So that is the reason. At first, if you see, the first is the at first BTS is sending the paging request to the mobile station. Then that particular mobile station, if this is the mobile station for which we are trying to communicate, then that mobile station will request for channel. Channel means frequency or whatever it may be, at what frequency they want to communicate. Okay, that it will request for a channel. And then the BTS will assign the channel. MS will request the channel to BTS and BTS will assign the channel. Okay. So uh, yeah, and also there may be a paging response. So initially BTS is sending paging request. For that MS also will send paging response. Okay. Once the channel is assigned, then it will send the paging response. Okay. And then BTS will request for authentication and MS will provide the authentication. Okay. And also maybe some encryption may be required. If required, BTS will request for encryption and MS will ensure encryption is done by responding with the ciphering complete. Okay. So now BTS will request to set up a call and MS will respond with call confirmed. Okay. And again BTS will will send an assignment command which is used to assign other required resource for the mobile station. And the mobile station will respond with the assignment complete. Okay. And then mobile station will respond with alerting. Alerting is done. Uh, Alerting is basically it is used to alert the user that the mobile is ringing. So whenever there is a call, what happens? Some sound comes from your mobile phone. The mobile starts ringing. So that is nothing but alerting. You are alerting the user that somebody want to reach you. Okay. So that is alerting, and then the actual connect. So then the mobile station connects with the BTS, and then there is connect acknowledge, and finally there will be data or speech exchange. So this is about MTC. Okay. Mobile terminating call. These are the different uh, signals that are exchanged between mobile terminating call. Now when you see mobile originated call, it starts with channel request. There is no paging. Why? Because paging is required to identify the mobile station. Okay, if the destination is a mobile station, then paging is required. But in the second case, we are talking about mobile oriented call. Okay, because here the call is initiated from the mobile. So you need not identify any mobile device. Uh, Hence, paging is not required. Okay. So here the first step is mobile station is requesting the channel and BTS is immediately providing the channel, and then mobile station is requesting some services. Okay, service request, and BTS is requesting for authentication, and mobile station is responding with authentication complete, and BTS is requesting for cipher command, that is encryption or decryption, and mobile station is responding for that also. Okay, and then the actual call setup takes place, and then the call is confirmed, and then assignment command, there is a request for assignment command from MS mobile station, and BTS responds with assignment complete. And then there is alerting. Alerting is to just make the user aware that the phone is ringing so that he can attend. Okay, and then the moment the see, the final actual connection happens after alerting. Alerting means your phone is ringing. Then then you attend the call by pressing the green button or whatever it may be. So that means that is connect. Now you are connected. Now your mobile is connected with some other service provider. Okay, so I mean your mobile is connected with the BTS. Mobile is connected with the BTS, and then connect, acknowledge, and then exchange of data or voice signals. Okay, so this is how localization and calling works in MTC and MOC, right? So that's it about this particular chapter. So basically here we have discussed localization and calling, how to locate the user irrespective of his location, and then we have discussed calling, two types of call: mobile terminated call and mobile originated call. Okay, mobile terminated call and mobile oriented call. Okay, mobile originated call, it's not mobile oriented, it is mobile originated call. MOC stands for mobile originated call, because this call is getting originated, started from the mobile. Okay, fine, let us stop here. Thank you.